Another episode of the Flag to Flag podcast. This is John, the motorsport enthusiast, your host, and my co-host, as always, Chad Barker. It's Black Hoodie and Hat Night, I guess, here on the Flag to Flag podcast. Not planned. I swear it wasn't planned.
I just live with a Canadian who likes to keep it cold in the house.
Hey, have some maple syrup there. Either way, welcome to another show. Got a lot to talk about because this week we have all three series. Formula One, IndyCar, NASCAR is in action. And we have a lot to talk about with all three of them. We have the season. It starts this week in 2.5 days, when we're shooting this on Thursday with our first practice session from Australia. What do you expect from the racing product this year?
If it's anything like what the drivers and teams have been saying, I'm not getting my hopes too high up. I'm not getting my hopes too high up, mainly for two reasons. One, if the racing product is bad, I won't be disappointed because I was expecting it. If the racing product is good, great, then that'll be good. But I think that this goes to show that I've said this 100 times, and I'll say it 100 more times. Formula One is putting too much in and not getting enough out.
In what way? What do you mean?
Less is more.
From like a car?
From a car standpoint, from a regulation standpoint, from a rule from a race procedure standpoint, less is more. All right? Look at NASCAR. NASCAR tried to do the same thing with the whole, playoff format. I'm not going to lie. I was a fan of the playoff format, but I'm also happy that the chase is back. Look, the chase is back, and NASCAR's already had a surge in viewership because they have this new format back. So, yeah, but John, what do you think? What do you think the racing product's going to be when we go lights out in Australia?
It's going to be a lot more strategy heavy. I think it'll be a lot more, not as much driving the car, but managing the car. We've already seen this happen, but lifting and coasting is going to be a major player when it comes to recharging the battery. And I think the deployment of the battery is going to be a big dictator of who wins races and who's able to handle that and manage that the best, which I'm not a huge fan of because I want to see these guys drive all out, but I am a huge fan of strategy. I like, for example, I loved the race on Sunday at Coda because there wasn't a lot of wrecks and you had to manage your stuff. You had to strategize your way to a win. And I think that is what I'm looking forward to seeing. So I do expect it to change. I want to say there's going to be more passing. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but I've been thinking about it, and I've heard the complete opposite. But if you have drivers that have different ranges of skills when it comes to managing the battery, naturally they're going to not have enough energy on the straights as other drivers. They're not going to have equal energy. What?
I think you might need to duck and cover.
Why?
Because there's a red blinking thing behind you, and I
oh
don't
my God.
know if it's gonna explode or not.
No, that is. I just need to change my air filter.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I've noticed that.
First thing I thought was the Xbox Red Ring of Death.
Oh my gosh, that'd be bad. But I think we're gonna see the deployment of energy is hopefully going to promote passing. How much passing is it going to promote? I don't know. I mean, there's technically more passing zones.
So, you know more about this than I do right now, and I do have a question.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's basically an overcomplicated push-to-pass system, essentially.
In essence.
Could you also use that to defend?
Oh, sure. Yeah, I mean, you can. Yeah, you can. I think that's going to be the biggest thing is like, and that's what I mean by how drivers are going to be able to manage it. Because if let's say you're wanting to gap the guy behind you, but you do that and you waste too much energy, that means you're not going to have as much energy for the next straight. And if he was saving up, then you have to. It's a huge cat and mouse game now with energy, which I think is
absolutely
cool, great, fine. I would prefer to see them drive all out and use the car versus technology. But again, from a high level strategy perspective, I think it could be very interesting to see how these drivers have to manage the power.
100%. There's a right way and a wrong way to use, for sake of argument, we'll call it the push-to-pass system. There's a right way and a wrong way to use the push-to-pass system. Take IndyCar, for example, all right? They have learned how to use it good, how to use it correctly, all right? Now, I have always said that I don't think there should be a push-to-pass system in any form of racing, all right? I always said that I didn't like DRS either.
Interesting.
All right, I didn't think DRS should, because it was essentially the same thing, push-to-pass.
Yeah.
All right?
In a way, yeah.
And so I feel like the driver should have to pass the car in front of them based on their own racecraft, not by outside help via car technology or stuff like that.
I agree with that. I will fully agree with that. I mean, because that, again, it goes back to the machine versus the race car driver dilemma. Yeah. Like, since there's more electrical leverage, it takes a little bit away from the racing, especially like the lift and coast. Like drivers are going to have to lift and coast to save power to be able to deploy it on the next straight. So yeah, that hasn't really been a thing as much, right? I mean, it has, but not to the level that we're seeing. So I agree with you.
It's definitely going to be interesting to see how they do it, and also to see if Formula One does anything.
They're not going to do anything until the mid to the summer. So, because that's just how the regs are written.
Which that frustrates me, because if we come out of the gate with a bad product, we're going to be stuck with that till the summer.
Yeah. I mean, we will see here in like 72 hours.
Yeah.
It's close.
Yeah, we're coming up. Yeah.
It's close.
But anyway, kind of speaking on this whole push-to-pass DRS system, obviously we don't have DRS anymore in Formula One. We have a new thing where both the front and rear wing kind of adjust to allow more airflow, and teams have been getting creative on how they're going to let these wings deploy. One team in particular, the Scuderias of Ferrari, have, even if you're not a Formula One fan, well, maybe, but even if you're not kind of in the circle, you've probably seen how they've done it.
Yeah.
Now, I haven't had a chance to look too far into it. John, I'll let you take the reins on this one. One, do we think it's legal? Two, do we think it's going to continue to be legal? And three, will this actually help Ferrari, or is this just going to be a fancy thing?
Yeah, so it's definitely legal. They've run it, and it's nothing against the regulations. And I think I'm very curious to see how it's going to work, because it actually reduces drag in the rear, and so it's lifting the car. It's so interesting. So, like, you have the DRS, right? That's like this. The wing. It opens up here, right? Lets more air through. Okay?
Yeah,
this
okay.
This is doing the reverse. It's actually...
So instead of the extra air going onto the rear wing and pushing the bottom of the car down into the ground more, it's actually lifting the car up?
It's lifting the car up, yeah, because it's like this. So, like, it's a weird science experiment gone right, because it has worked. He pulled out his technology book. So
I must have missed that chapter on where that's a good thing.
Right. You typically don't want your race car to turn into an airplane, but at Ferrari,
because
they're trying to take flight.
On, with the exception of, like, say, drifting, for example, you want the rear end, especially, you want that rear end to be planted into the ground, especially under power.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting to me on why they would want to take that weight off the rear end. From a setup standpoint, and I'm thinking this is the basic of all basic levels of setup standpoints. you would sometimes, lift it up off, you take a bit of the weight off the rear to help the rear end rotate a bit more because it's not on the ground so hard. But I'm also very interested to see, because now I'm putting my race car technology
that
brain on, and it's like, with the exception of like drifting, like I said, you want the car to be planted into the ground.
Right. I mean, and they're not.
I'm very interested in this.
They're not going to use this on the straightaway. We've seen what happens when the rear wing does not. We've seen what happens, right? So, like, we know how this can go very wrong. But on the straightaways, it makes sense. And I think what they're trying to do is create more speed, obviously. And
so
it works. So it's going to do a full 180 and 180 back. And hopefully
is there any purpose behind it doing a 180 besides the take a look at this factor?
Oh, yeah. It's definitely going to create more speed.
Okay.
Because it's again, it's not, so it's reducing the rear drag, right? There you go. Well, here, let's, I might have a little bit better of a representation of what's happening with the rear wing here. Yeah. So
what I'm hearing is this is another one of Ferrari's ideas that is either going to go really well or it's going to go how it's been going and go really bad.
What this reminds me of is 2001 Mercedes when they showed up and their car porpoised like crazy. And they had
2001 or 2021?
2021.
Okay, I was about to say.
Yeah, not 2000. 2021. And their car was a brick. Like, you couldn't do anything. Now, this is not it's a pretty big change, but it's not, I think, as big of a change because they obviously can stop it from rotating, right? This is a very easy fix. You just stop the ability for it to rotate up or rotate around. Like, that's a much easier fix than your side pods, right? Yeah. So I think it's going to be interesting to see if they actually show up to Australia with this, because if they do and it works, you're going to see teams turning their heads. And I'm cautiously optimistic because we saw some engineers from the WEC Ferrari program come over to Ferrari. I wonder how big of an influence they actually had, because this is a major change. We haven't seen, this is a major development out of anything that's happened.
We haven't seen something big like this. I want to say since like the whole side pod debacle, but even then that was
nothing mechanical. Nothing mechanical that is, like completely literally.
I don't know if you've seen the McLaren engineers have gotten really crafty with their rear wing as well, which has been very interesting. And it's so crafty, in fact, that even I, in my infinite wisdom,
Chad,
struggle to understand.
Well, are you a Formula One engineer?
No.
No? Thought so.
I don't plan on it either.
Hey, it probably pays pretty well. As long as
good for them.
As long as you don't turn it into an airplane. So either way, I think it'll be interesting to see what they do there. But we have that. That's coming up this week. I can't believe Formula One is back. All 3 series are back. We're full swing. So let's switch topics now to talk about IndyCar, because IndyCar, we let's just say it's unreal what we're watching. I have a video. I have a video coming out. It's a new series I'm going to drop. It's called Cruising the Comments. And I'm cruising comments on social media.
So
and give you my thoughts. Yes.
I have a question. Is this series going to turn into what happened to Motorsports Anonymous?
No.
Because I'm not going to lie, I really liked Motorsports Anonymous.
Sophia wanted me to bring it back. I think I need to bring it back. It's so much time.
It is very
it's so much time. It's so time consuming. But
I bet the comments one's more fun.
Oh, the comment one.
I have so much fun reading your comments. It's great.
Oh, jeez. Okay, so this one is actually going to be me looking at comments from not just my comments, but comments from the motorsport world on different social channels, specifically talking about Tyler Reddick and conspiracies there. But more importantly, let's talk about IndyCar and Alex Palou. So Alex Palou looks unbeatable again. So my question to you is...
What's your question? Because I don't want to answer it early, but what is your question?
What do these drivers and teams need to do to beat Alex Palou?
We are watching. Because here's the thing. Seeing something like this in Formula One isn't unheard of. All right? But seeing something like this in a spec series, all right? I think I said it in our group chat, and I don't use this lightly. We are watching a generational run.
We may never see it again.
Maybe not, all right? And I think I even asked, are we witnessing AJ Foyt levels of, are we witnessing Mario Andretti levels of dominance here? I mean, that's...
Yeah, it's big name you're throwing around there.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty insane. All right? And it wasn't like it was even close either.
It's just the strategy.
I think that's good. The big thing with them. So here's the thing. It's not from a lack of speed from the other teams.
No. Well, we'll talk about that in a second.
Okay. Because, here's the thing. Newgarden, still one of, if not the fastest cars on pit road. All right? Their pits crew just in and out like that. All right? So it's not from a lack of that.
Shout out Caitlin.
Yes, shout out Caitlin. But yeah, it's definitely what is happening between the headsets is what's making that car so fast, and it is genuinely insane. What do these other teams need to do? Poach. If I'm being completely honest.
I mean,
no. I think what it is right now, and we see it all the time in all sorts of forms of motorsports. I mean, heck, we're seeing it right now in NASCAR too, where one team they figure something out.
Yeah.
They got something figured out, but also I think a big thing, and especially with this as well, I think that 10 car has one hell of a wheelman behind it. All right.
People seem to forget about that a little bit.
Yes, and I think that plays more of a factor than people understand, is how much talent Alex Palou has. And here's the thing, looking back at last year on his dominance, sorry, I've noticed, almost every time I've taken a sip of water, you've taken a sip.
Well, but I'm I need to drink water. Yeah.
Yeah. So we looking at Alex Palou last year. All right, even when he didn't win, he was still on the podium.
Yeah,
all right?
Sure.
And the schedule was very different than what it is this year. Last year, our first oval race in IndyCar was the Indianapolis 500. Yeah. All right? And I think we saw a massive Palou surge throughout that. All right? It was insane. And we're okay, this dude's really good on road courses. He's got road courses in the bag this year. The ovals are what really gonna stump this guy. We all go to Indianapolis.
What does he do?
He wins on not just an oval, a super speedway style racing oval. Yeah. All right? That's insane.
Yeah.
All right? Even when we went to Nashville, not a super speedway style racing oval, he still performed incredibly.
Absolutely.
All right. And especially this year, where we have an even number of street courses, road courses, and ovals. You have to be consistent at all three. And as I know it's too early in the season, and as much as I want it to be the 2 car, I just
oh, you got the 10. Yep.
Yeah, you got to go with the 10 car. It's I know this is still the first race of the season, but automatically we look at last year.
Yeah.
And what the first race of the season looked like last year, and what the first part of the season looked like last year.
I think I'll say this: if he comes out and wins Phoenix and comes out and wins Arlington,
Game over.
I mean, you have all three different types. At that point, he would have won, what's the math? 16% of the races. Is my math right on that? 3 divided by 18?
Yeah.
16.6. So, like, you come out and win 3 different types of tracks. Like, you're setting such a precedent so early. Like,
2.
Holy cow. 3 difference.
2
Well, I guess, yeah, 2. You're right. Because then they're going to Barber.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Let's say he comes out and wins 3 out of the next 4. 1 in an oval. Then wins in Barber. Like, it's just like, I mean, it's just like, what, like,
generational.
Genuinely,
like,
what do you do?
It's one of those things where it's like, because here's the thing. You can try and beat him on pit road, but guess what? Like, all right, you can beat him coming on and off pit road, but what they're doing in that pit stall is what's really going to help it, you know? And it's genuinely insane to me what we are seeing with him. It's genuinely insane what we're seeing in NASCAR right now as well, which we'll get into that in a second.
True.
And it is, my thing is, and Jesse brought this up with what's going on in NASCAR, and I kind of thought, I wonder if this plays into IndyCar as well. What if we have what we saw with Penske at Indianapolis last year? All right, like, at what point do the officials take a look a little closer and be like, what's going on here? You know?
It's a thought, and I think a lot of people are having that thought. A lot of people think that it's actually not the driver. A lot of people think that it's the car, that they're cheating. That and then not like from like if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying thing.
Yeah,
it's like they actually have more power.
Just like I told the girl at Indianapolis who pointed at me with my Joseph Newgarden shirt and said cheater. I'll say the same thing I'll tell you the same thing I told her. Tear down every single car on that grid. One of them's cheating in one way or another. One of them's been in the rules in one way or another. And if they're not, I'll tell you exactly where they are on the grid.
I think
they're in the rear.
I think it's not even that, but people are even saying that it's. I've seen some comments, and I'll do this in my CTC video. They're saying that it's being like they're wanting this to happen. And
Who's wanting this to happen?
Everybody.
IndyCar?
Yeah, same thing. Well, we'll talk about this in a second. Same thing with 2311 in NASCAR. And again, comments are absurd.
You're right. I actually didn't. I just now made that connection, that whole correlation thing. For those who don't know, there was also a lawsuit involving Alex Palou and McLaren.
McLaren, yeah. Well,
you know,
not even that, but
not even that. Yes, but I mean that is very interesting, and I am.
Tinfoil hats are on right now.
Honestly,
I was gonna say, like, yeah. I just for that I don't think that he. I simply think the way to beat Palou, you have to copy him, his every move. If he pits, you pit. If he goes on this tire, you go on that tire. Like, you have to do it. Because there's no other way. There's no other way to beat him at the moment. There's just not. Oh, geez. It fell off. You got to put it back on. Come on, Chad. There you go. Oh, leave it. You got.
I want the record to reflect that this is a Chipotle wrapper.
Your Chipotle tinfoil hat. Brought to you by Chipotle. Like they're sponsoring NASCAR. The fresh something? I forget what they're doing.
It's like the real
facts.
Real results or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So, and then you put your cookout hat back on.
I was just thinking that.
Very nice.
Sorry, Jeremy.
Either way, it's a generational run. You have to respect it. It's something that we may not ever see again. And for the people that are saying it's boring, I will tell you this. Even
the people who are saying this is boring are the same people who are okay with watching this in Formula One.
Yeah, I mean, well, people are saying this is turning into Formula One.
I can see that, but at the same time, I disagree.
I disagree because it's a spec series. Even though some people will disagree with me with those are like a 2% of people with tinfoil hats, but like in a spec series, people doing this in a spec series, it doesn't happen. Like this, like there is a level of strategy and driver skill that it takes. Also, people forget. you may have a fast car. You have to drive the car fast. Just because you have a fast car doesn't mean you can drive it fast, people. God, I swear. Use your brains. Critically think. Genuinely. Sorry. That's for my CTC video.
You're good. No, the more you talk, the more I'm excited to see this video.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely insane. But kind of moving on with IndyCar. We've talked a lot about how Palou is doing. He's insane. Is Palou the superstar IndyCar needs right now?
I mean, he's the one of the biggest names in motorsports.
And let me ask you this, all right? With every hero, there's a villain.
Oh gosh.
Who do you think our villain is in IndyCar right now?
Oh.
Because looking at the NASCAR stuff, for the longest time, it was Kyle Busch.
Yeah.
Then it's Denny Hamlin. Now, I even make the argument that it's Carson Hocevar.
Yeah. For IndyCar, I mean, I don't know. Is it what sometimes the marketing portrays, or is it what is happening with the teams? Because I think,
or is it like what we see in Formula One, where the guy who's up front and winning
is the villain?
I
think it goes three different ways. Absolutely, yeah. I think people don't like Penske because they're the cheaters.
Because they're good.
People don't like people. People are looking at, and this is some sort of fan of like Pato, as in
we have to be living in an alternate universe where I am defending Penske. As a Jeff Gordon fan growing up, I'm defending Penske right now.
It's fine. I have a Jeff Gordon diecast sitting right next to Joseph Newgarden one up there, so it's fine. Yeah. But then you have Pato O'Ward, kind of the one that's always betrayed in some aspects. He's got beat by Joseph Newgarden multiple times. He's not the villain, but he's that arc that wants to come up and rival. But then, like you said, Alex Palou, he's the one that's winning. I think I think this is fully true. People want to see the downfall of Palou just so there's another winner. I don't, because I'm a fan of sport. Yeah. I want to see how far he can go. How far can he do this? If he stays in IndyCar another 5 years, this dude has won 20% of the races he's been in and finished on the podium 45 out of 99 times. I would pray for my NASCAR driver. I would pray for my Formula One driver to win 20% of the time.
Yeah.
It's
insane, but we have to be careful when comparing this to stuff like IndyCar or to stuff like NASCAR and Formula One.
Sure. Yeah, it's very different.
All different stuff, but also, look, even with the added race this year in IndyCar, it's still, out of the 3 series we cover, still is the shortest season at 18 races.
Yeah.
All right? Formula One has 24. NASCAR Cup has got 36 points-paying races, not counting the other races we go, not counting the 2 non-points races and the other 2 races that are the 2 qualifying races. So it's a bunch of stuff like that.
Right.
So yeah. I think that I don't think Palou is not, because here's the thing. Kyle Busch was the villain in NASCAR. Denny Hamlin was the villain in NASCAR because they were moving people's favorite drivers out of the way. All right? Max Verstappen didn't care who you are. He didn't care if you were his own teammate. You get Alex Palou isn't just winning, he's winning gracefully. All right? He's not moving and shoving people out of the way because he's 12 seconds ahead of the field.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I need to text my roommate, tell him I'm sorry if I just woke him up because it's currently 10 o'clock.
It is.
Here in Lima, Ohio when I'm filming this. But
no, you're right. You're spot on. It's people are going to dislike Alex Palou for the same reason why they disliked Jimmy Johnson all those years when he won back to back to back to back to back. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing.
People don't like winners.
They do until they don't. They do until it's like, oh, it's too much. Same thing with Max. 4? No, it's too much. I'm a Max fan. I'm still waiting, Lindsay, for my shirts. So remember she got
John is still waiting on his shirts from Lindsay.
I am.
Little technical difficulties right there. We
Gotta
say
love
all
it.
the time.
Gotta love it.
It's not a flag to flag episode without technical difficulties.
But my internet did not go out.
Yes, that is true. It was actually on my end for once. It was on my end. Knock on some wood. What's your desk made out of? There you go. Yeah, there you go.
got it all.
But it is insane. But before we move on to some crazy stuff in NASCAR,
oh my god,
let's go to our local racing report.
We are
currently heading to Penton, Alabama, at Penton Raceway. They had their 604 crate late models, open wheel modified 602 Sportsman, Bomber, factory stocks, and sport compacts for this week's local racing report. Here's how they stacked up, starting with the sport compacts. Starting 6th, coming home 3rd in the number 132, Brandon Gibson Jr. Starting 11th, coming home 2nd, the number 18, Reed Christensen in the number 18. Starting 2nd, coming home with the Sport Compact feature win is number 65, John Wyndham. Now for the factory stocks. Starting 2nd, coming home 3rd in the number 36, Russell Teal. Starting 3rd, coming home 2nd. Or starting 2nd, coming home 3rd in the number 36 is Russell Teal. Starting 3rd, coming home 2nd, the number 1B, Justin Brantley. And starting 1st, coming home with the factory stocks feature win, the number 44, Austin Burke. Now for our Bombers, which, as far as I know, is a front-wheel drive division. Starting 4th, coming home 3rd, the number 91, Waylon Ownbay. Starting 10th, coming home 2nd, the number 13S, James Swanger. And starting 1st, coming home with the Bomber feature win, the number 3P of Calvin Pike. Now for our 602 Sportsman. 602 Sportsman coming home, starting 3rd, coming home 3rd, the number 01, Ben Lanford. Starting 1st, coming home 2nd, the number 7K, Matthew Cade. And starting 2nd, coming home with the 602 Sportsman feature win, the X2 of Dustin Hughes. Open wheel modifieds. Starting 1st, coming home 3rd, the number 17, Brett Gray. Starting 4th, coming home 2nd, the number 17C, James Maurice. And starting 2nd, coming home with the open wheel modified feature win, the number 55, Blant Duke. Finally, for our 602 crate late models. Starting 4th, coming home 3rd, in the number 22, Griffin Smith. Starting 3rd, coming home 2nd, the number 11, Alan Stike. And rounding us off, starting 1st, coming home with the 604 crate late model feature win, the number 24 of Peyton Stevenson. If you would like your local short track shouted out on the Flag to Flag podcast, email flagtoflag10@gmail.com. Hit us up on any of our social media channels. Listen out for those at the end of the episode. And make sure you go out to your local short track this weekend and bring a friend. This week's Flag to Flag at the track will be, we're going out west. Phoenix International Raceway. I just got confirmation today that I am going. I've got my flight booked. I am so excited to get to warmer weather.
Oh, bro, it's cold and wet here. It sucks.
It's just cold here. It's just cold, really.
Yeah.
But
well, heck yeah.
Yeah. But also, speaking of local racing, the Cars Tour is back. Mm-hmm. And did you see the race at Southern National?
I did not, no.
Did you see the ending of it?
I have not.
We had I wouldn't call it a fight, I'd call it a scuffle. We had a little scuffle in Victory Lane.
Yeah, wasn't oh my gosh, I forget her name. Is it Caitlin? Didn't she break it up? Isn't she on DBC?
I couldn't tell you.
I can't remember. But I saw something.
That's her name.
It was with Quapple, right?
I believe it was Quapple and Doug Barnes, or Air Doug on YouTube, which I'm excited for his YouTube video to come out.
Oh boy.
That'll be interesting. But yeah, so always interesting. So yeah, always fun. Well, John, let's get into NASCAR, where last weekend we witnessed history twice.
Mm-hmm.
First time, and I want to make sure we don't overlook this, because I still think I had so much fun watching this race. For the first time in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series history, they went racing on a street course. I loved it.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
10 A+.
I thought it was going to be a wreck fest, and it wasn't. It was really good racing.
It was fantastic. It was like, I think this opens up the door, and this is a question I have that's not scripted in here, because we do have questions. We got to keep it on track a little bit. I think you need to bring Cup here. I think Cup at Long Beach, it's tight.
Ooh.
It's tight. But my question is, should there be more doubleheader IndyCar NASCAR weekends like we are 100%. About to see in Phoenix?
Yes. Absolutely.
I can name 3 tracks, or go ahead. Oh, well, let me ask you this. Where would you want to see it? If you want to see an IndyCar NASCAR doubleheader, Saturday IndyCar race, Sunday NASCAR race, where would you want to see them? What tracks?
The Roval. The Charlotte Roval. I know we're not there anymore, but there was an IndyCar test there. And I felt like that would have produced some fantastic racing.
Would have been cool.
I'd love to see it there. Obviously, I'd love to see it at Nashville. A little bit biased.
Easy answer. They both go to them, so it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. I doubt this would work logistically. And also with the time and place that this event happens. But I think it would be cool to see the Brickyard 400 and the Indianapolis 500. But I think there's no way that can logistically happen. And I say that, me saying that, I'm also the same person who complained about Monaco being taken away from the greatest day in motorsports. I do think that they need to keep the Coke 600. But even somewhere like Charlotte, I'd love to see a doubleheader at Charlotte. But, I think, yeah. But John, you said you had 3 tracks?
3 tracks. Yeah.
3 tracks. Okay, let's hear these. Are any of them the same as me?
Yeah, one of them, Nashville.
Okay.
It's an easy one.
That's an easy one. A little bit biased for you and me. A couple of Nashvilleians here.
On the unbiased side, they both go to the track. So logistically, it does make sense. I think Phoenix is going to be a great show. That I cannot wait for. I want to see a road course.
Is that your number 2? Is Phoenix?
That would be number 2. So it's already happening.
That doesn't count. They're already doing it.
Okay, it doesn't already count. Fine, I'll go with another route.
Okay.
I would like to see a road course or a street course. I want to see something. I don't know how this would work. This would be crazy. Send the Cup cars to Laguna Seca.
Ooh.
I don't know how that would work because those things would be slow. But
they would.
I don't know how that would work.
Imagine the stock cars going through the corkscrew.
Bro, those things would roll. Somebody would lose their brakes and jump that. Are you
Here you go.
I
just texted you something that might be cool, but
I don't even know if it's big enough. I need to see the track. So Chad just texted me the Freedom 250.
That might ruffle some feathers.
At DC. And we're talking about racing here. I think I just don't know if this circuit's big enough. That's why, like with Long Beach, it's kind of a issue. I mean, the trucks worked.
At St. Pete, they worked at St. Pete. I don't know if they'd work at Long Beach because Long Beach.
Or not Long Beach. I meant to say St. Pete.
St. Pete even I think would be if we still did Chicago Street. I think that'd be a good NASCAR, cool. IndyCar doubleheader. I think that'd be really cool.
I want to see something on the road, just because I think it'd be really cool to see. I mean, there are tracks that NASCAR goes to that IndyCar doesn't, and vice versa. Maybe get IndyCar at Watkins Glen. Maybe get IndyCar at Sonoma.
They used to Sonoma.
Yeah. So I mean,
Coda. Give me IndyCar back at Coda, please.
That's another logical one there. I want to see a road course. I think Coda would be cool, but I don't think that's the market.
Yeah.
It goes back to what Brad Keselowski came out and said that he thinks that there needs to be less road courses on the schedule, which I don't disagree with. I think it depends on what the market is.
I think there needs to be. I don't want to go to the same 2 road courses every single year like we used to, being Sonoma and Watkins Glen. 2 fantastic racetracks.
Oh, go to tracks.
But I love seeing these cars on places like Coda. I love seeing these cars on places like the Chicago Street Course. I love seeing that. All right, I'm so I'm going to be honest, and this has come from someone who used to not be a road course fan. I'm so excited for the naval base race.
Oh my gosh. See, I was the same way. I literally didn't watch NASCAR races at road courses when I was a kid because I hated it so much. Now it's my favorite form of racing, like road course racing, especially with either like IMSA or...
I don't know if I'd call it my favorite.
Oh, well,
oval racing will forever have my heart.
Yeah. I mean,
all right.
So will mine, but if IMSA, IMSA's got me sucked in big time. I mean, yeah, Coronado, I mean, I like the model that they're doing specifically with IndyCar. You have IndyCar that is putting races on in different places. They're not saying, hey, come to our track. We're going to build the track around you. That's great. It's so smart. I mean, regardless of where it is so smart. What's up? What's funny?
Just got a fantastic idea for a doubleheader weekend.
Oh, God. Okay.
At one of these two tracks, either one I will be extraordinarily happy about. Martinsville or Bristol?
You want it? It's a death sentence.
For Bristol, maybe. For Martinsville, they might just be too slow. IndyCar's I might boot up iRacing just to try that out.
Yeah, hold on. We may need to do a flag to flag at the iRacing track, and we should start doing that. Like actually, like racing and seeing what these cars.
Should we start like a flag to flag race league?
Do we have time to start a flag to flag?
No. We barely have enough time to shoot this frickin' show.
That's why we're shooting this at 9:19 tonight. Anyways, little key into our insight there about where we're shooting. But either way, we are so far off the wagon. We need to get back on track. We're so far
off the train. We're not even on the train anymore.
No, we're on a plane somewhere.
We're on a frickin' wagon. All right. Getting back on course here.
Tyler Reddick in NASCAR. We got to talk about that.
Oh my goodness.
Yep. So the question is, because we got to be on topic here. And then I'll show you what I got at the end of the segment because you will not believe what I have right in front of me. You will think I've lost my mind.
I already do. You're
what?
A Ferrari fan. Let's be honest.
Is Tyler Reddick NASCAR's next superstar?
Yes, but I don't think he's going to be the only one.
Okay. I mean, he's a superstar right now because he's won 3 in a row.
I do think it is insane that we are seeing this, all right? Once again, we witnessed 2 pieces of NASCAR history this weekend. The Truck Series first ever race on a street course, and for the first time in NASCAR history, a driver has won. Not just the first points paying race of the year, not just the second points paying race of the year, but 3 points paying races. Tyler Reddick in points paying races is currently 3-0. And in racing terms, that is insanity.
Yeah, it's dumb. It's dumb. So
it is.
So basically, yes. I think with that, it poses the question, because I've seen this, and I think it's just, we got to talk about it because it's fun. There's a lot of people that are like, oh, the settlement helped them out. You know, they're giving them more horsepower. They even said on the broadcast that there's more horsepower. So, you know, hey, Chad, I put out a Facebook post just a second ago about this. Look, hold on. Wait. You can't look at him yet.
I was about to say, don't show anything too personal on there.
I'm not. Don't worry. Don't worry. Hold on. Where are they? They're here somewhere.
What's it on?
It's on. Here we go. This is what I want to show you. Chad. Facebook alone. Just now I talked about the conspiracy behind 2311.
Is it that y'all really think it's all staged?
Yes.
15 comments after being posted, what, how long ago?
Was it only 15 comments?
It says only 15. Been rigged for a long time. I'm not reading a few of these. 1, because they're really long. 2, I don't feel comfortable as a person saying a few of these things.
Bro, Facebook is a wild place. The Facebook community is a wild one.
Dude, like some of these posts you make and the comments under them, you'd think you killed their mother. with how they respond.
I know.
It's insanity.
I know. I gotta be careful.
We need to make a burner account just to respond to a few of these, man.
That's on your time and dime and now whatever you want to do. The question is like, there's actually no question here. It's really kind of addressing that people think that this is all rigged to some instance, and I'm not here for it. Like, you really think that 35 other cars are going to sit here and play this game? Like, I just don't think you can do. I just don't think it's. No, I don't think that's the case. I genuinely don't. Like, again, let's think critically here. How hard would that? I mean, you would have to get everybody, unless NASCAR is paying a fat check to everyone involved: crew chiefs, engineers, drivers, teams. I mean, like that payroll list at the end of the year is going to be massive.
This is a very rare moment, and John, being one of my very close personal friends, can attest to this. This is a rare moment where I am at a loss for words.
It's about to implode, friends. It's counting's happening. The rapture.
Wow.
I'm kidding.
No, that's just funny because I just got back from Bible study too. It's insanity. No, it really is insanity what some of these people think. Yes, what we are witnessing, what we have witnessed these past 3 weeks, is crazy. But I don't think it's rigged. Because here's the thing. Our friend Jesse made a very good point about this. What about when Larson went 5 in a row?
Yeah, okay, when did that happen again?
I think a bit of it was the play. I think a bit of it were some non-points races that helped him. All right, and what about when Bell went 3 in a row? Were we talking about this then?
No.
No.
The only reason we're talking about this is because of the lawsuit.
Is because of this lawsuit.
It's the only reason.
Straight out of the gate with points-paying races. Like, now, I will also say this. If we see this again at Phoenix and Vegas, then I'm going to start raising some eyebrows. Because here's the thing, John. You're a numbers guy, right?
Yeah, I'm a numbers guy.
All right, well, I got some numbers for you. Tyler Reddick's average finish in the next-gen era at Phoenix at all the races is roughly 14th.
Really? At Phoenix?
It's not horrible.
It's not okay.
It's not great, but it's not. His average finish in the spring Phoenix race is between 6 and 9.
Okay.
Most of those finishes are 3. Is third place.
Interesting. So he's never won.
No, he's never won, but he's been there. All right? But do you know where else he hasn't won at before? Daytona. Do you know where else he hasn't won at before?
All his wins come in the first
Atlanta.
The first attempt. That's right. He did win at Coda. But yeah, I'm looking at his results at Phoenix Raceway since at 2311. 3rd, 22nd, 10th, 6th, 20th, and 26th. Like, his best finish since joining 2311 was in 2023 when he finished 3rd.
His best finish in the next gen era is 3rd.
3rd, yeah. I mean, he's won a stage. I mean, he's only led laps in 2 races.
So that brings the question, which we haven't done this in any of our other segments yet, but we're going to start doing it now. All right? Going back to Formula One, John, who is your pick for this weekend?
Phoenix?
Formula One.
Oh, Formula One.
John, who is your pick for this weekend?
Lewis Hamilton.
I can't believe I'm about to say this. I don't entirely disagree with that. I think it will be a Ferrari. John, IndyCar. Who is your pick to win?
McLaughlin.
Really? Mm-hmm. I think McLaughlin will have a really good championship year this year. I didn't get a chance to say that earlier. However, we're going to an oval.
You're going to pick New Garden, aren't you?
No.
What? You gonna pick
I
Palou?
want Newgarden to win. Don't get me wrong. I want Newgarden to win. But if I'm being 100% honest.
Oh, you're going to pick Palou. He's going to pick Palou. He's going to pick the 10. He's picking Palou. Yep, he's going to pick Palou. Okay.
It's hard not to at this point.
Okay, so hold up. We got to write these down because I've done zero research into these at all. By the way, so you're getting me like my uneducated Hamilton, and you're going Ferrari. So you're going Leclerc.
Either or. Honestly, I'm kind of going either or on this. But finally, John, I have to ask you. John.
Yep.
Who is your pick for the NASCAR Cup Series race this weekend at Phoenix?
Blaney.
That is a fair pick.
dude, he had so much speed at Coda. Like
He did.
He's so good at Phoenix.
Do you know who else had a lot of speed at Phoenix?
SVG.
Do you know who else had a lot of speed at Coda?
Who?
Do you know who else had a lot of speed at Atlanta? Do you know who else had a lot of speed at Daytona?
Don't pick the 45. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I've done it before,
Don't.
and it hasn't worked in the past. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different outcome. I do not care. And it is also super dark out. Or super late. I am tired.
Same thing, bro.
And I don't care. And this is definitely hindering my decision-making skills at this very moment. But give me number 45. The short ginger from California. Give me Tyler Reddick. 4 in a row.
The Scarlet.
I'm taking a
I can't say the
melatonin.
rest.
I'm taking a melatonin. John cut out. I'm taking this melatonin. I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed. Can you tell I'm losing it? I can't hear John right now, and I don't know if he's screwing with me, which just adds to the level of funniness to this whole thing. And I really hope my audio is at least being... It says my audio is being recorded. This has been a fantastic episode. I need to turn the lights on because now I'm just getting oversaturated. John, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. The clips for this episode are going to be hilarious. And I am guaranteeing you I am pissing off my roommates. Don't mind the McDonald's bag sitting in the back corner right now. John, you should I thought you were going to hold up a paper. God, it's getting hot in here. No, I can't hear you, John. Alrighty, thank y'all so much for listening to the Flag to Flag podcast as John scrambles to try. If you are not watching this on YouTube or Spotify, I highly recommend you do, because this is hilarious to me right now. John, you can now. I don't know. Why don't you just call me? I'm waiting on the phone call. Wait for it. Wait for it. There it is. Hello?
I can't change my mic. It won't work. I've been yelling for 20 minutes. So, thanks for watching the Flag to Flag episode today.
Note to self, let's not film an episode this late at night again, because we just lose our minds.
Bro, I was yelling, and I don't know how much it even caught, because I saw my mic go out between your rant with your pick and the time you got in the bed. At any point in time, my mic went out at that point, so I was yelling at nothing. But here we are.
Anyway, thank you all so much for watching the Flag to Flag podcast. John, where can they find us?
You can follow. This is so weird. I can hear myself. You can follow us at Flag to Flag Podcast.
No, what's really weird is that
all
you're still
social
using
channels.
this microphone.
That was a fucking idiot move. I don't know why I was doing that. To make it look like I was talking through the mic. You can see I've had a 15-hour day. I'm very tired. We can be found on Instagram. Bro, it's so loud. It's so loud. No, don't do that. You can't hear me. There we go. Flag to Flag Podcast everywhere on Facebook, obviously YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, and on Spotify, Flag to Flag Podcast. And Chad, I didn't tell you, I have something in front of me that I can't believe I actually purchased. Do you know what it is?
There's no telling, John. You have adult money, so...
Adult money, I do. So,
Oh, two hands. Two hands. Oh, it must be fragile because he's like being very particular with it. Oh, wait, is this the Joey Logano car? Is that from the race where it went overtime like 5 times?
Yes, it is.
Is that the race win or?
That's the race win. Yep, that's the race win. Right there. It's got the stuff on the side, got the...
There we go. Okay, now I see it. That's cool.
On the front. So my younger self is punching me in the face because I hated Joey Logano. But he's right there now. My goal is to collect all the national race wins.
Ooh, that's cool, yeah.
So, and this one was 30% off at Lionel. So, I have another diecast I'm going to be unboxing very soon.
There you go. Well, what an entertaining episode for us. I'm not even going to grab the checkered flag sitting right over there because I am way too tired. Where'd you get that?
You dingus?
I thought, no, yep, I did. I was thinking of something else. But yeah, all right, well, the green flag is out for racing this weekend. Yeah, if you're going to be in Phoenix, come say hey to me. If you're going to be at a grocery store in Nashville and you see John, say hi to him. But yeah, thank y'all so much for watching. And yeah, let's go racing.
This is going to keep on going.
Oh, wait, you haven't stopped. I thought you stopped the recording.
You can't stop. No, you have to hit the button.
Oh,
Chad.
I do.
I'm waving
Okay,
the flag.
bye.
Ciao.
First off, I don't know if you want to share where you're going to be this weekend, but you will be somewhere. If you want to share later, we can.
I was about to say, I'm not going to spoil the flag to flag at the track already.
Okay. Don't spoil it, okay? I'll spoil mine.
We didn't have one last weekend, though, because... And I look, that's probably going to be my last off weekend for a while.
Oh, really?
For a while. But yes. John, what... you had a kind of a flag to flag at the track a little bit.
Little bit. So last week was my birthday. Chad did not tell me happy birthday.
Yes,
I'm
I
kidding.
did.
I'm kidding.
Hold on, let me see what... I'm going to actually find what my exact words were that day.
He did.
I believe I know what they are, but I want to make sure I quote myself correctly here.
John DeRugers is the best ever, and he deserves
yes,
all the
happy
praise.
birthday, Italian fuck. All right. Yes, I forgot. I thought you were going to mention your other flag to flag at the track. You had 2 flag to flag at the tracks.
I had 2. So the first one was at NCM Motorsports Park, going 130 in a Corvette. That is dangerous because now I want a vet and I want to race, but it's fine. The second one was at the Super Speedway, National Super Speedway. We were prepping to do some content for the Speedway 5000, the 5K race that's going on there on May 2nd. If you haven't joined, join. Chad?
I don't know where I'm going to be.
You're going to be in
weekend.
Nashville.
Okay,
running.
okay. Hold on. What is the date of that again?
2nd. This is a Saturday. May 2nd at 9 a.m.
May 2nd. So, I will either be in Tennessee, I will either be in Nashville,
Okay.
I will be in South Carolina, or I will be in Texas.
2 or 3 very different states.
I know. Well, it depends on who calls me.
Well, if I call you, you'll show up. There we go. That's how I...
How
Perfect.
about you paying?
I'm not going to pay you to run.
Exactly. That's how this works, all right? Look, we got multiple dates on here. Whoever pays me the most is who gets me, all right?
It's just a bid. We are now auctioning
really
Jed
is.
off.
No, it's
to the highest bidder.
No, it's I have been, I will say, I have been training, not as much as I want to, but I have been training like I'm going to do it. But I'm not going to sign up unless I know 100% I'm going to do it.
Fair. Yeah, that's fair. I appreciate that. I respect that. I'll also respect the honesty because I have not trained a bit. I've not trained a bit.
Like I said, I have not trained anywhere near how much I have wanted to. And yeah, I've also been like, I don't know what it is. I've been like on a very unhealthy arc recently, but John, you got to go to NCM on your birthday. Happy 26th birthday, by the way. 25th. 27th?
Yeah, dude.
You're old now.
Yeah, call me up.
I always forget that I'm like the youngest in the group at 20. I'm at 22. See here. Jesse's at 24?
No, he's, I think, turning 26 this year. Or he just turned 26.
Yeah, what are those?
When we were at his birthday. And then
I remember we were at his birthday, yeah.
Lindsay's
the oldest.
She's the oldest.
Is that what we're going to leave it at? We love you, Lindsay. We do.
Yeah, she is the best.
We got to celebrate Lindsay's birthday, which was a ton of fun. John failed at the only task I gave him, which was to pick a restaurant where they would embarrass her for it being her birthday. And he instead picked a restaurant that didn't do anything for birthdays at all.
Well, I'm not.
Instead, you just made her drive an hour there.
But she enjoyed it and she wasn't embarrassed, which I'm assuming she appreciated. So that means for the next one, Lindsay, we will go bigger and better than ever. Hats, streamers, the whole 9 yards. Anyways.
And according to her, it'll be in Florida. She really wants to go to Daytona.
So
next
bad.
Year for her
So
birthday.
bad. I know. We'll have to figure that out.
I got you.
That's a year from now, basically. But yes, I was at NCM Motorsports Park. Was also at Nashville Super Speedway with Sophia. She's the event marketing manager for the company that is going to be managing and hosting the Run Nash. So if you're in the Nashville area and you want to run a 5K around the racetrack, this is the place. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be a great race, great atmosphere. Plus, it's cool. I mean, you're on a racetrack. Like, it's pretty sick. So, speaking of racetracks, let's dive into some of our talking points. So, we got F1, IndyCar, and NASCAR to talk about. We're going to start with Formula One. Not sure if you have really an opinion on this, Chad, but